Spokane is on the edge of something big. A proposed investment, potentially over $400 million, could reshape our city's schools, parks, and neighborhoods for decades. This isn't just a facelift for downtown, this is Together Spokane, a coordinated plan to rebuild aging schools, expand our parks, and create modern, shared-use spaces in every quadrant of the city. If you live here now, this is going to change your perspective on where you live, and if you're thinking of moving to Spokane, this could be a preview of what your future neighborhood looks like. I'm Haydn with the Halsted Home Team, your Spokane real estate resource. My team helps people move into, out of, or across Spokane, and we'd love to do the same for you. If you have a real estate need, you can use the links down below in the description, but let's get right into this. We're going to be breaking down region by region, northwest, northeast, central, and south to break down what this proposal means for your block, your kids, your taxes, and Spokane's future. So what is Together Spokane? It's a joint effort by Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks and Recreation. Now, there are two separate ballot measures to vote on, but they are combining their efforts, and it really is one unified plan. By doing this, they've created over 200 planned projects from school rebuilds and indoor rec centers to park upgrades, public safety enhancements, and expanded athletic fields. They're also stretching every dollar. Over $50 million in private partnerships have already been committed, and those funds helped add 30 additional projects without increasing the tax rate. If passed, construction would begin in 2026 and roll out in phases through the 2040s. And for homeowners, the park levy would cost about $7.25 a month for a home assessed at $325,000. There's a tool on their website where you can type in your home's assessed value, and it'll tell you exactly how much per month you could expect to pay to support this project. So let's break it down by region, starting with Northwest Spokane. This includes Indian Trail, 5 Mile, Shadle, and the area around Franklin Park. This quadrant is growing fast, but still lacks key community infrastructure, and so here's what's planned. First is a brand new Madison Elementary School co-located with a new community center right next to Franklin Park. So this wouldn't just be a school gym, it's actually a full-on rec facility that the community is also able to use. They're talking about how there will be 5 sport courts in there. It will be an event center. It could be a place for, while kids are in school during the day, somebody could be in there playing pickleball in the middle of the day as well. And so it is just this community mixed use space. They've also said that we are a huge hub for regional or national volleyball tournaments. And so this is part of those private partnerships where a national volleyball league is paying for the flooring of this space because they want it to be a certain way so that they can use it instead of having to house their hundreds of mats or whatever it is. I'm not sure what the whole story is, but they have basically a warehouse in the Spokane Valley. This would allow them to not have to do that and have a brand new space, and everybody in the community gets to take advantage of it. There's also the Merkel Sports Complex. It's being expanded with 6 new athletic fields, doubling its capacity for youth and adult sports. There will also be 4 built-in baseball diamonds within the soccer fields that they're building as well. So it'll be multi-functional depending on the season and depending on the sport. And they also said it's going to be a year-round field. So there's going to be floodlights everywhere so you can see, because even right now, this time of year, it's October, it's 6:45 at night, and was already pitch black outside, and kids are still out there practicing. The U.S. Tennis Association is investing $1 million to build an indoor tennis facility at Shadle Park. They toured all of Spokane and chose the Shadle Park site and are fully backing its construction and operations because they believe Spokane is a future tennis city. And a brand new park, Meadow Glen, will finally be built in North Indian Trail, which is currently considered a park desert. Citywide, we're going to see upgrades to restroom facilities, making them safer and more comfortable to use. Currently, we only have 4 people patrolling all parks in the city of Spokane, and pretty much that only means that they're patrolling Riverfront Park. They're going to quadruple that and have 16 people, 4 for each section of the city, making sure that all parks feel much safer and have more security patrols throughout the day. Together, these projects will turn Northwest Spokane into a more complete community where families have access to education, sports, and recreation without having to leave this quadrant. So now let's check out Northeast Spokane. This area includes Hilliard, Shiloh Hills, Minnehaha, and the neighborhoods around Spokane Community College. This region has long been underserved, especially considering it has one of the highest percentages of kids in the city. One of the flagship projects is a brand new trades high school located on the Spokane Community College campus. It will get kids a full diploma plus their 2-year technical degree debt-free, and they'll be able to walk out at 18 in the trades like welding, HVAC, aviation tech, plumbing, electrical, and more. So we're super excited about this for our community that has such a hard time maintaining high-level contractors that do great work. So this isn't just about the kids, it's workforce development. Spokane business leaders have said over and over that they need electricians, mechanics, and techs, and this school is going to fill that gap. Gary Middle School is getting a major renovation. Nevada Park, Harmon Park, and Minnehaha Park will all receive upgrades to playgrounds, trails, and access points. And a brand new park in Shiloh Hills will serve neighborhoods that currently have no walkable access to any green space. Additionally, an indoor aquatic center will be created through a partnership with the Spokane Community College. The school district is going to handle the renovations. The city will handle the cost of operating it, but Spokane Community College is giving the space completely for free. There is no rent or real estate fees required. It is just the cost of operating the pool, which keeps it more affordable and accessible for the community. And one awesome thing is that this gives the school district the opportunity to make sure that every second grader in Spokane will have swim lessons during the school day as part of curriculum, which I think is so cool. So these are massive steps for equity, safety, and education in an area that's needed more investment. So now let's look at Central Spokane. This is including Brown's Addition, the downtown core, North Central High School, and the surrounding neighborhoods. This region is the hub of the city, but many of its facilities are the oldest. North Central High School will be modernized with new classrooms, lab spaces, and outdoor athletics facilities. The school's auditorium will also be upgraded to allow for more public performances and events. And this is a big thing about Together in Spokane. We have some amazing auditoriums throughout our high schools, and they want to make them more publicly accessible. So if your local piano teacher wants to hold her recital there for all of her students, she'd be able to rent that out and have it in a great theater at a low cost. One of the biggest needs downtown is access to year-round recreation. This plan delivers all-weather lighted athletic fields in every high school, including North Central. The Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture is partnering with the district to expand community storytelling, public exhibits, and educational programming. And park restrooms across Central Spokane will be upgraded with better lighting, smart monitoring, and ADA-compliant access. Trailheads will get new signage, improved landscaping, and increased safety as well. This region is already high density. These changes give people just better public options, places to gather, play, learn, and celebrate Spokane's culture while feeling safe and in a clean environment. So now let's head south. This includes South Hill, Latah, Glen Rose, and Moran Prairie. First up is that Adams Elementary will be completely rebuilt. The facility will also house the city's first South Hill Boys and Girls Club, as well as multi-use field houses that serve seniors, youth, and community groups throughout the day. This is going to be very similar to Madison Elementary on the north side, because that's also being sponsored by Boys and Girls Club as well. And so Boys and Girls Club is contributing to the renovation of both of these schools. And then they're going to have the similar field house vibe that is usable to the entire community. So it's awesome that we're going to have one on the north side and one on the south side. Chase Middle School will be upgraded with a nutrition and learning commons, combining the cafeteria and library into a modern open community space. This is something that there's been trying on the north side. I believe it's at Salk Middle School, where the library can be cut in half. And so during the day, half the library is open to the public, half the library is for just the school. And then after school gets out, they pull up the partition and it's a full library for the public. And so this is a similar thing where they're just trying to combine spaces, make them for the community and the schools at the same time. Next up is that Grant Park in the Perry district is getting a full renovation, a new splash pad, new courts, better playgrounds, more ADA features, and improved parking. I think this will be great as the Perry district continues to explode due to the great things that they have down there, like the Perry Street Farmers Market, the Perry Street Festival or Fair, and all the great things that are happening down there. All-weather athletic fields will be added to Hart Field, where Jefferson Elementary is, and this is the primary field that Lewis and Clark High School comes up to from downtown, and then the Southeast Sports Complex and around Ferris as well. So these will support school teams and local leagues. Restroom upgrades, trail access, and secure staffing are all part of the plan here as well. They mentioned that along High Drive, it can be hard to tell how long certain trails are going to be, and so they're going to try and put signposts all along that area to let you know, is this a 2-minute hike that's going to come back up, or is it like a 30-minute hike? Which I think will just be great for tourism and allowing people to explore the area more comfortably. Now, in South Spokane has long been a popular place to live, but it hasn't always gotten its fair share of public investment, so these upgrades bring it up to speed with the community growth we've seen in recent years.
One day later.
Good morning. My video got cut off last night, so we're finishing it this morning. But citywide, there are 3 new parks planned: Meadow Glen in the northwest, one in East Central by Shiloh Hills, and then another in the Vinegar Flats area in the Latah Valley, because there's really no parks there. There's only parks in Eagle Ridge, which are owned by the HOA, so they're not technically public. Over 85 restrooms will be renovated, more than 50 playgrounds will be updated, every quadrant will receive park ranger support and improved safety patrols. Outdated irrigation systems will be replaced. I was walking through Audubon Park in my neighborhood about a month ago and watching them just drag hoses all around the park to get water to all the grass, and I was just thinking to myself that it was insane that there was no sprinkler system. So there will be a sprinkler system now. As mentioned, trails and trailheads will be redesigned for access and safety, and a great thing is that any parks that are backing up to more forest land or wildland buffers will be protected, and it'll be on the city to mitigate wildfire and make sure that the forest floors are clean. Every school playfield will be open for public use after hours, so they want every city-owned land to feel like it is for the community. So schools should feel like a park as well. And the city is streamlining the booking system so anyone can reserve a space without confusion or delay. They're going to make one portal that would allow you to reserve anything that you are looking for, not making it so confusing where you have to jump around to different websites. This initiative is a complete city refresh with efficiency, equity, and long-term livability in mind. But now let's just talk about the money. The parks levy will cost the average homeowner about $7.25 per month for an average home of about $330,000. They have a tool on their website where you can put in your tax assessed value and it'll tell you how much your monthly contribution will be. And the school bond will carry an additional small increase, about 2 cents per thousand in assessed value, because we're retiring an older bond at the same time. The total tax increase is designed to be manageable, and the question they're asking voters is the return on investment worth about $8 a month? That's the price of a fast food lunch, really less than the price nowadays. And in return, you're getting new parks, safer restrooms, better schools, swim lessons, workforce development, and a city that's more functional for the next generation. I did go to one of these town halls in person where they were explaining the Together Spokane program, and they just mentioned, would you save $8 a month if your kid didn't have to drive all the way across town to go to their sports practice, if they had a sports practice in their neighborhood? And so I believe these aren't luxury upgrades. These are the basics, and we've just been behind, and it is time to make this investment in Spokane. And more importantly, Spokane has never done something this coordinated before. Schools and parks working together, over 200 projects, and over $50 million in private partnership money already committed, with a strategy that stretches the next 20 years. So what does this mean for Spokane's future? It means a more attractive city for families, for buyers, and for people relocating here from out of state. If you care about your current home's equity going up over time, then this is a great investment to make sure that our city stays beautiful. It means higher quality of life, lower barriers to sports and recreation, and more opportunity for kids. And it sends a message that Spokane is ready to invest in itself. We have a lot of problems in the city that we need to solve, and making our city more beautiful and investing in it is one of the major steps in making this city more livable and a place we all want to be. So if you want to dig deeper, I've linked the Together Spokane website down below. You can check out all the projects, the costs, everything that you would be looking for. You can also join my Living Spokane newsletter to stay in the loop on neighborhood changes, relocation tips, real estate updates, and what is going on every single weekend. We send out this newsletter every single week so you know what's the best activities going on in the Spokane area. And if you want to talk about how these upgrades might impact your home's value, your block, or your next move, shoot me a message. I'm Haydn with the Halsted Home Team, and we're going to help you move into, out of, or across Spokane. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.